In this week's episode, we discover poetry in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah, I like this cat.
And we taste a dragon fruit, passion fruit beer with a kick.
If that's a 7.6, that's the most dangerous beer in this place. Well, good morning, kids, and welcome to the Black Hills of, I wanted to say South Carolina. It's not South Carolina.
No, geez, Lord.
It's South Dakota. Welcome to the Black Hills of South Dakota, where it's about 1,000,000 degrees outside today.
A little warm.
And it's also kind of muggy.
It's a little sticky today is what you're saying.
It is a touch on the sticky side. Today we're going to go do some adventuring. There's an old cabin up by Legion Lake that we want to go check out. It's called the Badger Creek cabin, something like that. It was a cabin that was owned by a gentleman, and he spent his last 30 years of his life up here in the Black Hills, and he was a poet. There's also a hike that's up there by the cabin, and apparently on the hike there's some collections of his poetry. We're not going to see any of that because we're not taking the hike today. But at some point we will go back and we'll take that hike. The other thing we're going to do today, we discovered, or actually I should say Tony discovered, a new brewery.
I'm excited because of the name.
Yeah, it's what, Harry Cow?
Harry Cow.
Harry Cow Brewing Company. So we're going to go check them out. That's it. The intro's too long already. So let's get on the road and we will see you.
Just talk.
I know, we're rambling.
No, we. There's no we in rambling.
I'm rambling. All right, I'm going to shut up. We'll see you over at the Badger Creek, Badger something cabin. So we have made it to the Badger Clark Historic Site, which is this old cabin I was talking about. Tony Tao found some stuff to read. What'd you find over there to read?
Oh, it's just about the Centennial Trail.
Oh, is this the trailhead for it?
Yeah, one of them. It's the Badger Clark trailhead for the Centennial Trail.
And I think the Centennial Trail is like a trail that goes all through the Black Hills,
yes,
right?
Yes, it is.
We're not going to be hiking the Centennial Trail.
Not
today. All right, let's go check out this cabin and see what this thing's all about.
Most people race through Custer State Park chasing the big stuff. The buffalo. The Needles Highway. Maybe a few selfies at Sylvan Lake before grabbing a beer at the end of the day. But tucked away in the pines just off Legion Lake, there's a place that we think gets overlooked. This is Badger Hole Historic Site. And if the walls could talk, they'd probably tell you to just slow down. Because this isn't the story of a famous outlaw. It's the story of a poet who chose solitude over comfort. Charles Badger Clark was born in Iowa in 1883. But before his first birthday, his family had already moved to the Dakota Territory. As a young man, he enrolled at Dakota Wesleyan University, but tuberculosis interrupted those plans. Doctors believed the dry desert air might help, so Clark headed southwest to Arizona. Working on cattle ranches near Tombstone, he found the people and the stories that would shape the way he wrote.
So I know we said in the open that we weren't going to take that hike because it was too hot of a day. Well, I've come back because I do want to take that hike and I do want to see some of the poetry that's along that hike. Unfortunately, it's just going to be me because Tony's busy cleaning cabins today. So it's just going to be me and you. Let's go take the hike and see what poetry we can find. So I found one of Badger's poems out here on this hike. And it's interesting because the way he writes things, I think that's theaters. That's definitely horse and saddle. So it's just kind of cool the way that he writes this stuff. Here, I'll read a little bit of some of it to you. This is called Riding. There is some that like the city, grass that's curried smooth and green, theaters and strangling collars, wagons run by gasoline. But for me, it's house and saddle, every day without a change, and a desert sun ablazing.
His poetry celebrated the American West as it really was, not as legend, but as everyday life. By the 1920s, he'd become one of America's best-known cowboy poets. Then, in 1927, he came here to Custer State Park.
There's a little bit of a steep section here. They're making you work for it. But there is another poem at the top. Here's another poem. I kind of like this one because it talks about the difference between small towns and big cities. It's called Small Town. The circling cones of bison hide that made the village of the Sioux rose near and high, spread near as wide, O little western town as you. But small town skylines all are great, and small town air is clear and sweet, and small town folks are friend and mate, not filtering shadows on the street. No smoke of factories, no market roar with shouted bids. The small town's finest fruit is souls. Its prized commodity is kids. Love that line. For while the city struts in pride and trumpets for its
Using ponderosa pine logs and native stone gathered from the surrounding hills, Clark built this cabin and he named it Badger Hole. There was no electricity, no indoor plumbing, basically no luxury at all. Just 4 simple rooms, a fireplace, shelves overflowing with books, and this stove that looks more like a piece of art.
So I'm thinking we hit the highest point on the path because I can see the trail kind of winding down below us. It's a cool little hike. It's not overly strenuous at all. And so far there hasn't been any like scrambling over rocks or anything. So, all right, let's keep going and find the next poem. Here's the next one. It's called Myself and I. Let me get out in the hills again, I am myself alone, out through the wind and the lash of rain to find what we really own. I like that line. Under the stars while a campfire dies, let me sit and look myself in the eyes. Or to the plains where the heat waves flash and jiggle along the rim. For wars and women and clothes and cash cut me away from him. For in the sun and sage I'd be when I and myself ride knee to knee. Faces but all of them tired and old, music but all too loud. For I and myself have lost our hold, swirling in the sifting clouds. Under the spread of a smokeless sky, we must find each other, myself and I. Yeah, I like this cat.
In recognition of the remarkable way he captured the spirit of the American West, Charles Badger Clark was named South Dakota's very first Poet Laureate in 1937. He remained here until his death in 1957. And somehow, the cabin still feels lived in. His books remain. The desk still waits. Even his boots are there, quietly standing guard over the life that he built.
I think this one is the last one on the trail because I can see the cabin maybe 100 yards away. So this one's called I Must Come Back. I dread the break when I shall die, not from human friends, for they are shifting shadows such as I, and will soon follow me away. But from my earth that still must swing from day to dusk, from dark to dawn, slow shimmering from spring to spring through all the years when I am
Today,
gone.
you can experience Badger Hole much like his guests did years ago. The historic cabin sits near Legion Lake inside Custer State Park and is typically open during the summer with knowledgeable volunteer hosts welcoming visitors. Badger Hole isn't the biggest attraction in Custer State Park. It's not going to fill your camera roll with dramatic overlooks. There's no rides, no crowds, just one man in one cabin. This small cabin reminds us that sometimes a great journey can be a solitary spot where some dude just wrote poetry.
Thoughts on the Badger Clark cabin, Tony Tao?
Interesting. I think what made it more interesting was Ann the docent.
Yes, Ann was great. So there's a Custer State Park docent that's here at the Badger Clark cabin, and she told us the whole story of Badger, and it was really cool. And it's not going to take that long to do it. You can get in and out of here in probably 20 minutes, half an hour.
If you're not Michael Tell and talk to everybody.
Well, that and you film a bunch of stuff. It takes us longer. Did you see the wood burning stove in there?
Yes.
Was that thing not amazing?
That was a piece of art. But the whole building, he built it all by hand, and just like the stonework, it's kind of got that my favorite kind of architecture to it.
Oh, craftsman kind of.
Look
Yeah.
to it, like the stone pillars and everything. Gorgeous.
Yeah. So yeah, highly recommend it. It can be a quick in and out. It's not going to take you long to do it. Put the Badger Clark cabin on your list. It's worth going to see. So now we are off to Harry Cow Brewing.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to go. We didn't really dig too much of a hole, but we're going to fill what little hole we dug with some beer.
Sweating out enough.
Yeah. All right, we will see you at the Harry Cow. We have arrived at Harry Cow here in Box Elder. Did we drive an hour down here for nothing?
Yeah, we did.
We did. You're gonna have a brewery. Don't do that. Guess we ain't going here.
Won't be coming back.
Well, that sucks. So we found a place on Bring Fido called Woodland Republic, easy for me to say, Woodland Republic Brewing and Blending. All right, off we go
Right. Sorry, Harry Cow.
Sorry, Harry Cow, but you suck if you're not going to let the dogs in. Right. Don't have a brewery where you don't allow dogs. That's kind of a brewery thing. All right, well, we're going to go try this other place. This place absolutely shows promise. It's pretty much a proper brewery in an industrial park. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Slide on in, Tony Tao.
Oh, lovely.
All right, kids, we are at Woodland Republic. This is a proper brewery in an industrial park that allows dogs. So Tony and I both got a flight. You picked yours. And I just did the standard dealer's choice flight. So first up for me, I've got a hazy IPA. Let's take a look at it, but first let's turn it logo side out. So this is the hazy. That is a very tasty hazy.
Can I sip?
Yeah, it's really juicy. Yeah, that's a tasty hazy.
This
right,
is
what have
the
you got?
Red Ale. It's 385 Buffalo Red.
And you've already tasted it?
Yes.
Well, your thoughts on it?
You taste it first.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely an I'm thirsty red ale because it's not really punchy on the flavor.
But it's a good red ale.
But it's light and enjoyable. So next up, Stratable, which is their West Coast IPA.
All right. What we got? That's a good West Coast.
Yeah, because it's not a West Coast that's over hopped and tastes like earwax. What do you got next?
Bloody Wit. It's a Belgian style wit.
Does Does it have that Belgian
Yes, it
flavor?
very much does.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's good. Blood orange infused wit beer. It definitely has the cloves and the.
That is super interesting because it does have that wit beer flavor, but it also has that Belgian flavor to it. That's a really interesting wit beer.
What do you have next?
This is the Italian Pilsner.
Oh, I think this is the one we both have.
Do you have the Italian as well? Cheers. Here's the Italian Pilsner. I almost wish I'd started with that.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I think the two IPAs kind of overpowered the taste buds for this
take
one.
a bigger sip.
It's a good Pilsner, but I think I would have gotten more out of it if I hadn't done the IPAs first.
Oh, okay.
So this is the one that I'm really interested in. This is the Dragon Drift. It's a passion fruit, dragon fruit sour. And it's just beautiful. The color on it's just amazing. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
This might be the best sour I've had.
Oh, yum.
That's amazing.
Yum.
That's a bloody brilliant sour. I would come to this brewery just for that.
7.6 too. 7.6.
Oh, is it really? Oh my God. If that's a 7.6, that's the most dangerous
Now
beer
it
in
makes
this
me want to
place.
try the Muchos Hojas Perca Latte, which is ginger, coconut, and coffee.
All right, so this is the last one we have. This is a Flanders Brown, and I had to ask the lovely beer tender, whose name is?
Tanya.
I had to ask Tanya, what does the Flanders mean? And she said, well, it's a sour brown. I have never had a sour brown before, and I love browns. So, let's see. It's definitely a sour, but it also has some caramel notes hidden in there. It's got a little bit of that earthy stuff, but I think you'll probably like it more because the sour kind of, oh Jesus, now I'm getting like
a marketing guy.
I'm getting almost like an iced tea kind of thing on the end of it. I know, Tanya's just over here laughing at me. Yeah, that's
like a sun tea taste at the end.
yeah. This is wild. This is the wildest brown I've ever had.
Woodland Republic is a proper brewery in a Rapid City industrial park. The beers were tasty, and you just gotta try the Dragon Drift Sour. But this sign is wrong. The people are definitely good, but the beers were much better than decent. If you enjoyed this episode, just click on another one for more Our RV Sunsets adventures.